Hello, welcome to the channel. Today we're going to be taking a mini adventure out to the Mull of Kintyre. But before we do, roll the credits. Okay, welcome back. Well, I reckon it's going to take me around about 4 to 5 hours to get to Mull of Kintyre. Unfortunately, the first quarter or so of the journey is going to be really boring, a lot of motorway miles, so I'm not going to be videoing that. Nothing interesting to see there. So as soon as I get into a bit more scenic landscape, I'll get everybody back on the helmet cam, and we can start the adventure from there. But please hang around, good stuff coming up. Well, hello again. This is the first chance I've had to get any footage. It stayed dry all the way along the motorway, and then sod's law, as soon as I got into the countryside, it just started tipping it down with rain, so I just haven't had any chance up to yet to get any decent footage. As soon as I do get a chance, you will be the first to know, so don't go anywhere, stay tuned. Okay everybody, so here we are en route to the Mull of Kintyre. Well, not exactly. I've got a bit of a disclaimer to make here. We're not actually going to the Mull of Kintyre. Where we are going is, you've no doubt all heard the song by Paul McCartney. You know, when I was a little kid, I always thought that song is a Christmas song, even though it never really mentions Christmas and everything, but I think it was a Christmas #1 back in the day, and it's just associated with such good memories. You know, as a small child opening your presents on Christmas morning, Mull of Kintyre on the radio, Mull of Kintyre on the Christmas Top of the Pops, and you know, I just absolutely loved watching that video, watching the marching band, all the Scottish guys in the dress uniform, the kilt, the bagpipes, marching along the beach. And as a kid, I always said to myself, you know, one day I am going to go to that beach where they filmed Mull of Kintyre, and I'm going to walk along that beach. Well, you know, 40 years later, here I am. Wow, look at that. Stunning. Well, you know, 40 years later, here I am, and I'm finally doing it. I found the location, the beach. It's called Saddle Bay, where it was actually filmed. And tomorrow, I am going to ride the bike down to the beach, get some footage, get the drone up, have a look at the little castle that's in the video that you can see on the edge of the beach. And that is the plan. So it's a 2-day trip. It's about 4 or 5, well, it should have taken me 4 or 5 hours to get there, to a place called Tarbet, where I've got accommodation booked. However, the weather has just been so horrendous that it's taken me a lot longer to get there, because the roads are treacherous. They're really, really slidey. I've gone through some floods on the way as well. So I've had to be really careful and take it easy, so it's taken me longer than I anticipated. Tomorrow, as I said, we will go down to the beach and we'll have a look at the location where the video is filmed, and then I'm going to take a different route back, which is an even longer route. The sat-nav's saying that's going to take about 7 to 8 hours tomorrow on the road, so hopefully the weather forecast says it's going to be a little bit better, a little bit brighter tomorrow, so maybe I can get some better footage for you, and it'll be more of a relaxing ride for me. As it is at the moment, it's pretty horrendous. Looks like I'm heading into heavy rain again, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to pull over and I'm going to get the camera off and get it inside. It's typical. I've just returned back home from working overseas, and I've just finished my 2 weeks quarantine that I have to deal with being in a country where it's on the government list for quarantine. And the minute I go out, the first ride I do, look what happens, it absolutely chucks it down. So what can I say? I mean, don't get me wrong, I'm still enjoying the ride. I enjoy riding in all conditions, everything except snow really. So I'm still enjoying the ride. It's keeping me on my toes. You know, I've got a bit rusty. I've been away for 3 months. So last time I rode was in the middle of summer, and then come straight back out on a ride like this certainly wakes you up and all your old skills click back in. But, well, we'll see. Hopefully tomorrow will be nicer weather and it will be better for you. You can actually see where we're going instead of all this terrible rain and cloud. This is one of those roads that you always get in Scotland when you start getting towards the Highlands, where every bend you come around and every crest of the hill you go over, you're just not sure what you're going to see on the other side. You know, is there going to be some absolutely amazing view on the other side? Unfortunately, in today's weather, even if there was, I doubt you would see much. But anyway, I digress. Let's find a place to pull over, get this camera back in the dry out of the rain. Ooh, hello. Ooh, it's raining again. Raining, everybody. Okay, so I've literally had the GoPro off for 10 minutes and I come over the hill and look where I end up. It's just typical. But what a stunning place. Inverary. When there's no cars, it's so peaceful. Absolutely stunning. Hopefully that should be recording okay. I haven't got my preview on, so I'm just going to take a while, I guess. If you check out the channel, I've bought a lot of new kit recently with the winter months coming. I thought it was time to update my kit and go a bit more high quality this time. In the past I've always sort of gone for mid-range kit. Didn't like to spend a lot of money on kit, but the more I ride through winter and the older I get, the more I feel that I need to start spending more money on kit, because I do get the use out of it. It isn't as though it's only going to be used every now and then, and it just, you know, it makes the ride so much more pleasurable when you're comfortable, warm and dry. Some of the things I've bought the suit that I'm wearing today. I've gone laminate. I have been using Oxford suits, but I've been having problems with them. They've been letting water ingress into the suits, and you know, when you buy a waterproof suit, you don't expect to have to go out and buy extra waterproofs to put on top of it to make it waterproof. So I was going to go out and buy the Ruka Navali. but I really bulked at the price because, you know, you're talking £2,000 for that suit. And then Richa brought this suit out, which is the Infinity Pro 2, and it's still not a cheap suit, you know. I think I paid around about £500 for the suit. However, I have to say it was money well invested. You know, I've ridden 3-4 hours today in torrential rain. I haven't put a waterproof oversuit on. I've just trusted the suit to keep me dry, and it's done an excellent job. It's a laminate suit. This new technology, you know, moving away from Gore-Tex now and the drop liners, everybody's talking about laminates, and I can see why. Really, really good suit. I've also bought myself some Rev It H20 Discovery boots, and again, very expensive boots, but absolutely brilliant. Go onto the channel, see the review, and see what you think about them. The bike has performed absolutely faultless, the old Benelli TRK. I love the bones of this bike. Never missed a beat all the way up, all the way along the motorway, sat there 70-80 mile an hour, not a problem at all. And then, like I say, I've been through some floods, torrential rain, the roads have been absolutely atrocious. But it looks as though it's trying to clear up. Hopefully it will. I've also gone out and bought some Gerbing heated clothing. I've been wearing the jacket now for around about a week, and just to break it in. It's to tell you the truth, I'm not going to spoil the review. Watch the review, but I will just give you a clue and say it is one of the best items to do with motorcycles that I have ever bought. I haven't put the review up on the channel yet. It will be coming in the next week or so, so keep your eyes open for that. Okay, now we're talking. This road looks as though it's almost drying out, so time to make up for a little bit of lost time. It's saying that I should get to my accommodation at 7 minutes past 5, and it's 4:15 now, so we haven't got too long to go. It just makes such a difference when the weather lifts and you can see all the autumn colours. You know, the west coast of Scotland is just awesome. It's got to be on par with anywhere in the world, I think, to ride a motorcycle. And you consider that it's on our own doorstep, it's our own country, we don't have to catch a ferry, we don't have to catch a flight, and it's just absolutely amazing. Now we've got a traffic jam, would you believe it, in the middle of nowhere, and there's a traffic jam. Okay, I'm going to switch off now, folks. See you back in a bit. Well, finally managed to get here today. It's about 5:30 now, something like that, 5:45. And this is my little glamping pod overlooking the loch. All very nice. It's like a little hobbit hole. Okay, so plan for tomorrow is have a trip over to Saddle Bay, find a beach and have a look where they actually filmed the video. But until then, now it's time for a beer, followed by a curry and a good night's cap. So, catch you all tomorrow.